what I'm going to do to this motor over here, because I've got a variable speed controller here, I can actually do away with all of this, which is proven to be just getting in the way of trying to get it in the Mirage drive, and I won't need the forward and reverse and everything there because it's on that, and I'll be able to make it more something like this, a lot more compact, and just control the motor forward, reverse and speed just with that controller. So just take the top off, unplug a few wires, the main shaft here, so that should pop straight off. There we go. So then I'll just pull that through. Trying to do this with one hand, not the best. And so it's as simple as that. So then all I'll need to do, I've got a spare one in here with a fuse. I probably don't even need a fuse, I'll just get another Anderson plug, which is there. Hang on, I think I've got one somewhere else here. Here we go, another Anderson plug. So all I've got to do, join those wires, make it long enough, and there's a spare motor. So yeah, pretty easy to do once you've got that controller. Yeah, I'll keep working on it. So then I've added a bit of a PCV stopper in there, wiring it up, got the connectors for the Anderson plug. I just need to get a 90-degree angle for here, and then that'll be all set to go. I've already tested it, and yeah, it works great. Right, so here's the two motors that I've got here. As you see, the cassettes look slightly different size. I think that's an original like Pro Angler cassette. It's bigger, and that one's just a normal size cassette that you get with the other Hobies. Now both of those cassettes were already done. I didn't do them. If you have a look here, I would have done a much better job with the gluing, and I wouldn't have painted it with house paint either, so that's pretty bad. I didn't do it, but I haven't bothered changing that. You can see the differences in the motors. That one's a 30 pound. Now in South Australia, maximum we can have is 33, I believe. So that one there is slightly bigger than 30. Yes, it's under 33. And what I did modify, I mean, I took the top off of that one there, and I modified that one. That one had some like crazy, really stiff conduit on there. So I got some photos of what I did there. Now with the rest of it, now why I did that, why I took the handles and everything off of that one, just so inside, you don't want to keep it uncluttered, and the less I have here the better. And that's why the wiring on this is done as well. So there's your Anderson plug right there. Now that had a waterproof, or supposedly waterproof, maybe water resistant hatch on that, which I broke off by accident, so I've ordered another one of those. But if you can sort of see inside here, it's all fused up, so there's a fuse there. I think it's a 50 amp at the moment. I have ordered a 60 amp one. Just plugs in the back, the wiring goes through the hole and just comes out here to another one of these waterproof plugs, with a couple of those. I forget what you call these particular plugs here, but FPV use them. So that's the battery are on, the 50 amp hour battery. You can buy these plugs. I bought these from JCar. I think they were fairly cheap. I think $8 for both or something. Fairly cheap. Because if you don't want to use one of the FPV power batteries, because these are about $600, you do get a charger with it, $600. I mean, you can just buy a normal, battery box and any type of lithium battery, which I may do later, and just connect those plugs, and they'll go straight into this sort of control panel here. So this is what I use instead of the original turn head and voltage meter on the motors. I use this. Now this comes up with your voltage. There's your forward, reverse, neutral, and that's just your dial. I might plug it in and show you actually your dial for your speed there. Now I have that next to the seat. I've just put a bit of Velcro on it so that it'll Velcro there. Really simple. Got that going to motor, obviously, so that's the joins up there, and this one going to battery. So it's as simple as that, and I just sit there and forward or reverse and control the speed. So it's been fantastic actually. I also got these as well. These you can get from FPV as well. Say for instance I get another battery, or even not even another FPV one, but another, say if I only got a 50 amp there, or even a 20 amp or something, and I just wanted to increase this one, these will just like piggyback, and I can have the two batteries, two power supplies running into the one unit there, which I might try that as well. That seems like that'll be great. Got your kill switch here, which is the magnet that sits on the side, so have that tethered. If you come out, that just cuts the power to it straight away. But yeah, the battery I just have underneath the seat here. I'll strap that on, tighten it up, and that's underneath the seat. Now putting these in, not too difficult. Now I did notice when they did this, so obviously they cut down the pipe on a lot of these, and they make these to swivel. So when this fully goes into the water, you see this guy who made this put a little stud there, and that lines up like that, so that's going to keep the motor straight in the hole. Now the other one here, the guy which works just as well, I've tested this out as well. This guy just uses a bit of bungee on a pad eye there, and that keeps the motor straight as well. But putting these in, now this was real difficult to put in when I had this mounted up here, the controller up there, really difficult, but now not too bad. So the motor slides in, and that'll click in like that, and just plug that in, and that's it. That's all I've got intruding into the my area up here. So it's been excellent. I might hook that up and give it a bit of a run and show you how it works. Right, so here we are. I'm just going to test it. So as you can see, that's showing 12.6 volts. Now you know how I've got the wiring through the hole. Even you don't have to do that. You could run cable, through the top, going straight to your motor, but it was just nicer going through the hole anyway. But okay, so I'll put that in forward. Now not moving actually. Kill switch is off. Right, now, so there we go, low speed, high speed, bring it down, neutral, reverse, control it, high speed reverse, neutral. So it's as simple as that. Forward, stop, reverse. So you do have an instant forward, instant reverse, even at the high speed. And the kill switch there instantly stops it. So anyway guys, hopefully that helps. These here from memory about $160, $158, $159, $60, something like that. I said the battery is the expensive bit here out of this, but like I showed you, like at Garden Island, it lasted for hours, like I think about 5 hours, going at 3/4 pace, as well as spurts of 100% power. So I was very impressed with how long it lasted. You can buy cheaper batteries, you get your A grade, B grade, C grade cells. So yeah, FPV, great quality. I also use FPV battery for my fish finder, which I think it's a 17.5 amp hour one, which lasts all day as well, lasts a long time. So anyway, hope that helps. And yeah, it's I don't mind pedaling, But this again, you know, covering a lot of distance, especially if you know, you've been fishing out all day and you're getting a bit tired and you just want to head back in. The only drawback is, I mean, you know, trying to take the motor out before you come back. Otherwise you do what I do, and when you're still in like half a metre of water, just jump out. But you know, if you're obviously coming in on the beach and you've got a few waves, you know, that's going to be a little bit difficult. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this helps, and see you out there. So also, I wanted to do a follow-on from the last rod holder video, because there was a bit of I don't know, people, I wouldn't say getting upset, but it's almost like there's like a Ford Holden rivalry going there or something with the different rod holders. So which is great, you know, people obviously have got their opinions and all that type of thing. But what my opinion is based on, I own both and I used both, and I find Yak Attack one's better. That's just my opinion, you know. If you've got the Railblazer ones, they're working great for you, awesome, keep using them. But I just wanted to state my opinion. I mean, there's other little bits and pieces that I could have got into. I mean, people were saying about, you know, using the swivel lock that Railblazer used. Now, I used to have a swivel lock on my sounder mounts. I didn't like it. You could click it up and swivel it. Now I still use it on the camera boom mount. They have the swivel lock there, exactly what you guys are talking about. It's still not as easy to use as those. So that's why I've gone, again, these are what I ordered, the Yak Attack rail mounts. Now I use 3 different products that I find myself, me personally, I find better. Now for a sounder mount, I actually got a Yak Attack one, but I don't use it because I find the Ram one better. Gives me just that tad bit more adjustment. The Yak Attack one's great, but the Ram, because I've had the Railblazer one as well, but I like the Ram mounting system for the sounder. Now, like I said, my favourite for the camera boom arm is the Railblazer, so I'll use the Railblazer. Now that's how I've got that one mounted to the rail on the PA, and this is the system what all the comments were about. You know, this you can, you know, lock this up and down, which, you know, fair enough, you can lock it up and down, but it's still not as easy as the Yak Attack one. Nowhere near as easy. And I mean, you still need to mount something either on your kayak or there's no, with the Yak Attack one, I mean, there's no screws to undo. You just undo that by hand. Again, easy as that to sit on. Flick of your wrist, bang, and it's done. Much easier than these swivel mounts and lock that people are talking about. So like I said, if you love using your Railblazer ones, excellent, you know, go for it. But me myself personally, you know, if I was going out and I wanted an extra rod holder, so I'd use one. But you know, I just liked the rod holder of the Yak Attack, the holder itself. Now I'm not talking about even the mount and swivel now, but the actual rod holder itself. I mean, this action here of just putting your rod in and flicking it, and having my reel down the bottom instead of turning my rod upside down and having my reel hanging on the top here. So I just preferred it, you know. So like I said, you know, it's the first video I've had like all these negative like thumbs down on, which is fine, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and that's just my opinion. You know, people that are the thumbs downing, that are only using Railblazer, do you have the Yak Attack ones as well, like I do? Is that your opinion after having both? I mean, if I want to get into the nitty gritty, to adjust these, you know, you gotta loosen it up, tighten. I mean, these have got in the way. I've got my line cord on these a couple of times. You know, you've got to loosen it, adjust that, and I mean, compared to the Yak Attack ones there as well, like I said, if I'm gonna compare, these have actually got a spring inside, and they don't fully loosen up, and you can just push it because they've got a spring inside, and it doesn't wobble, it doesn't go loose. Tighten it up, you know, just little attention to detail, things like that as well, which you know, I think they're a better rod holder. Railblazer, in my opinion, make a better camera boom arm, and I like the Ram mounting system for the sounder. So I use 3 different products, whichever works best for me, and I suggest, yeah, you do the same. So yeah, no hard feelings, thumbs down the video, doesn't matter, and we're all entitled to our opinion. But I just wanted to, yeah, make that point as well. It was only my opinion, and you know, I comment, you know, I've been using Railblazer, I've never had a problem. Yeah, you probably won't have a problem. I wasn't saying that they give a problem, that they are a quality item. They're made well, they're a quality item, but after owning both and using both, I prefer the Yak Attack ones. So again, just my 2 cents worth. Thanks guys.